Hi everyone, I welcome you all once again for this video lecture. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about the model of perceptual processing in the subject information visualization. In the previous classes we discussed about introduction to information visualization, costs and benefits of visualization. So today in this lecture we are going to discuss about one of the very important process in how human eye or brain what it does actually in visualization process. So we call this as perceptual processing. The perceptual processing is how the brain turns the raw sensory information, that is the light, sound waves, pressure on skin, etc. We can take various things in it. How it is going to convert all these things into a meaningful experience or meaningful information. For example, we can, after looking at an apple, our brain decides that it is going to be a red apple. And so that is identifying the friend's voice or identifying that's going to be in hot stove. Okay, so this is what you called as perceptual processing, how our visual information is getting processed in brain. So this is what we are going to discuss. So it involves three stages. First one is the tunable detection. Next one is focused attention, and the third one is cognitive integration. First, we are going to discuss about tunable detection. So it is going to be in pre-attentive processing, which normally occurs in 500 microseconds. So it is going to be a parallel processing across which visual field. So our eyes will be looking into various objects or experiencing various things at the same time. How these informations are getting processed in brain. So normally it extracts basic features like colors, motion, and orientation. So here there is no conscious effort required. So it helps us to how preemptive attributes, certain preemptive attributes we can just tell us how what shape it is or what color it is or what is the size or how it is positioned. Okay, so these are all the preemptive attributes which comes immediately into action whenever our human eye looks into something or our anything falls under our eyesight. So here the key preemptive attributes are formed. So it takes care of shapes, different sizes, and actually told you these different orientations are detected instantly. Next one is the color, the hue and saturation level are easily identified. For example, the brightness, contrast, all these things. Motion, the movement and the direction is captured very first. Very first, whether it is moving towards you or moving away from you or moving in what kind of direction. So all these informations are processed very quickly and sent to the brain, and our brain start its process. Second one is the human attention. So this is going to be an attentive process which requires conscious effort. The previous thing is the pre-attentive process, which is not using any conscious effort. So here it involves sequential and serial processing. It examines specific visual regions and combines features into object. So this is the second way of processing all those information. So where some attentive conscious effort is needed. So how it works is the information flows from eye to brain. So the retina captures the light patterns. So next one is lateral geniculate nucleus is getting processed. So next one is the visual cortex, which is present in our eye, that is V1, V2 and V4, organizes all these informations, and the higher brain areas collects all these informations, and it takes already perceived informations, and it helps us to understand, and it comes up with a better interpretation meaning. So how I can identify an apple? So already my brain will be registered with how an apple will look like. So then only when I look at an apple, my eyesight captures an image of an apple. Then it goes to memory and it helps us to identify that it is going to be an apple. The next one is cognitive integration. So this is the highest level of interpretation reasoning. So it works with pattern recognition and memory. Next one is the semantic understanding. So whatever we look, adding meaning to it and understanding it in a better way helps with semantic understanding. And next, based upon whatever we are understood, next comes the decision making based upon context. So this is how our eye and brain work with hand to hand to perceive informations. So here the attentive mechanism involves two way. So first one is the bottom up, so which is stimulus driven and based upon salience effects. Next one is the top down, so it is knowledge driven, and next one is goal directed. So here the both the mechanisms helps the eye movements, and it helps to focus on collecting informations and how your brain is actually processing those information. So here design implications for a visualization is exploit pre-attentive. The usage of color and the form of highlight key data helps us to understand instantly, and a minimized load is it's going to reduce the attentional effort with clear organization, and support cognition provides context for meaningful interpretation. So here the perceptual way of understanding involves three stages which enables the by understanding this the nature of human eye. So we will be able to create a much more effective visualization so that our information is delivered in a better way. So matching design to how our human eye work will actually helps us to come up with better visualizations. So better visualizations leads to better understanding, which leads to better decision making. So we need to understand the nature of how our human eye and brain works with hand in hand to understand informations. By understanding this very clearly, it will be very useful for visualization engineers to come up with better visualizations. I hope this session is very useful. So we will be meeting in the next session. Thank you.